Sally Horchow, and this is Very Good Looking, where you can find taste every day. Volunteering for charitable organizations or people in need is something that we should all incorporate into our daily lives, but it is incredibly easy to come up with excuses not to. The most obvious one being, I don't know how or where to start. Nancy Baker Cahill is a dear friend of mine, a mother of 3, and an artist of note. I thought it'd be really interesting to talk to Nancy about her volunteering opportunity. She's been working for the past year doing an art collaboration like this one with the formerly gang-involved youth at Homeboy Industries here in Los Angeles. Let's take a look at what Nancy had to say about finding your ideal volunteer match. Nancy, thank you so much for coming here today.
Thank you for having me.
To talk about volunteering, which is such an important part, or should be such an important part of all of our lives. Tell me about how you got started with Homeboy Industries and this project that you were doing.
I'd known about Homeboy Industries for a long time, for several years actually, and had always sort of circled around it, always sort of wondered how I could get involved. And then I learned that they were embattled financially. And I went to a fundraiser actually where Father Greg Boyle was speaking, and he's the founder of Homeboy Industries and the inspiration of all of this. I actually picked up a copy of his book, Tattoos on the Heart, and it just resonated with me so deeply, and I realized this is the thing, this is what I want to be involved somehow. I don't know exactly how. What did I have to give? I have my art practice. And so I actually thought about my own work and how maybe there was some kind of conversation that could happen, some kind of collaboration, came up with a prototype for one of these pieces, and I proposed it to Greg, and he said great.
And the project was to create art that they would eventually sell at an art exhibit.
Yes, that was the end goal, is that this work would culminate in an exhibition that would be a fundraising exhibition for Homeboy Industries.
Which I attended and was incredible. And one of the most amazing things about it was that it redefined these kids in one night from being gang-related, at-risk kids to being artists whose work was being sold. I mean, I bought a piece. And yeah. I think that that was just an incredible experience for those who bought it, those who created the work, and for you, obviously.
I was so proud of them. I was so proud of their work. I was so proud of, you know, everything that led up to that night.
Well, when people think about volunteer opportunities that they might do, I mean, not all of us are artists or have that to give, but you know, how do you think that others should go about kind of discovering their calling in a volunteer way?
First of all, I think they should figure out what moves them, you know, what really makes their hearts quicken.
Like which cause?
Yes, issues, causes. My sister Mary Sarah is a perfect example. You know, she just knew one thing. She loves dogs. She went to the ASPCA, basically said, I'm here to volunteer, what can I do? They trained her. She's now one of their top volunteers. They flew her to Joplin after the big disaster, and she helped all those dogs out there. So, and it's an enormous source of inspiration and fulfillment for her.
And my sister Lizzie loves organizing. And so she volunteers for lots of different organizations, but her favorite one is when she goes into a room and just files for this one organization, and they're thrilled, she's thrilled, and it's incredibly rewarding for her, actually, even though she's not, you know, changing lives.
But she is, you know, just in a different way.
Your experience with Homeboy Industries is very good looking to me.
Thank you.
What is very good looking to you?
What is very good looking to me are people who live their lives with a lot of gratitude and fearless creativity.
Like these guys that you work with.
Exactly, just like, yeah.
Fearless creativity is very good looking.
It is.
Thank you so much, Nancy.
Thank you for having me.
We're not all artists like Nancy, but we can use the talents that we have as communicators or friends or just humans to help out others. So take some time to think about how your skill set and interests would best be served. Then do some research or brainstorm, go on websites like volunteermatch.com, and then just do it. Sign up to help out someone or something less fortunate than you are, because volunteering is very good looking.